Lily. I'm going to take these people outside and show them how much Daddy's got done, okay? You already know, because you've been watching me all day. But they don't know. They ain't heard from me in a few days. Oh, what are you doing? Where's your sister? Oh, I see her. She's over there. Good girl. You guys just been leading the life of Riley. What about this little white one over here? Oh, there she is. Rooster. You gonna come help me? Hell no. Oh, I got another guest. That's Miss Millie. There's your sister. Okay, girls, I gotta go over here. Well, welcome to the channel. I've been hard at it the last several days. Come on here and show y'all a progress report. Give you a progress report. Yeah, a lot of tedious work, man. Haven't been doing any. I've pretty much got all the cutting done on the side here. And I show you where we're at. If you'll spin around, there we go. All right. So let's start at the end here. You can see I'm raking them into small piles. I'll burn them probably tomorrow. But we got, and I'm working on all the little stumps. And there's a lot of them. Some of these will have to go down even further. But I'm just putting a pile over here, pile over here. You can see it's pretty clean in here. And I'm gonna keep at it for the next few days. Hopefully get this whole side done. It's gonna probably take me another 2 or 3 days. And actually I'm a lot further away from the property line than I should be, but this gives me room. If I need to drive my truck in here when I'm putting up a fence, I can drive my truck in here. That is the goal. Get all the stumps as flat as I can get them. Get all the rocks out. You can see there's a couple rocks. There's not a whole lot. There is quite a few up here. We'll get to that. So I've just been in here with a leaf rake and a regular one of them other kind of rakes. I don't know, garden rake. Just been raking them into piles because I don't really want to add any more to that. Or that one. Or that one. And I'm trying to put the piles on top of stumps like that so it'll burn them up. This is more easy to manage when you got the several little piles like this. I've been taking the Sawzall and cutting these stumps out because especially these smooth looking kind here, that gums up the chainsaw in no time. You just can't cut them with a chainsaw. I got the brand new one out yesterday and cut 4 stumps and it was done. It would not cut anymore. I got to sharpen it. So I'm not going to be cutting these kind of trees with the chainsaw anymore. And I did get the barbed wire all rolled up today, picked up. There's probably more up here. Haven't got to that yet. This is where I ended today with the stumps. And we're just, you know, raking them up. So let me see. Yeah, right about where I'm standing, if you look back, the fence is going to come right here. To give you some kind of reference, there's the graves. Right there. So I didn't get a whole lot of land on this side, but where I gained it was back here. And we're going to walk up here now. And all of this is cut. It's just got to be raked up, get the rocks out. I don't know how many times I've brought out the brush cutter and I think I have all of those things cut and nope. It's like they spring up. And here in a minute I'll address some questions that I've had about this. You can see here there's kind of like a mound of dirt. I don't remember if we did that when we were clearing land. I don't see any junk in here. We'll get this leveled out. It's not very, doesn't feel like it's been here for long. Actually, I don't think this is even on, yeah, it's on my land. So the fence line's going to be still about where I'm going, right through there. That's about 4 or 5 feet from this tree. Let's walk on back. I don't have any of this picked up yet. let's take a look back. You can see what I've got. So this whole side is done for as far as cutting. It's just the tedious stuff now. Cutting the stumps, raking it into piles and burning it. It's been windy as heck for the last several days, and we got a storm coming in Tuesday. So there isn't going to be no chance of that. And it's pretty dry right now. The humidity is really low. It's just not a good time to burn. I'll wait till the grass greens up. In here I'll burn probably tomorrow, but I'll probably wait to burn these so the grass is greened up all the way around them. That's usually when it happens. All right, let's go back in here. Now, Russell came over today. Actually, I ran into Russell at the dumpster. He's got a backhoe now. He's going to come out here for me, and he's going to bust this up. So it'll make it a lot easier for me to dig out all the metal and separate all the garbage and get that hauled off. So, and while he's here with the backhoe, we're probably going to pull some of these bigger stumps out and I don't know, stuff like that. I don't know. I can't afford to pay him for very much. So, but I asked him about running a tractor or whatever through here. He says you can't do that here because he'll just dig up more rocks. And he is right. You know, even if you bulldoze it, whatever, you just dig up more and more rocks. They don't stop coming. So you can't do anything like that. And I know people have been asking, well, what about a brush hog and all that? You're not going to run a brush hog through this. I mean, these are way too thick. I don't care what you got. You're just not doing it. But up in here, there's not a lot left to do. Pick some of this stuff up, and then I got to get in here and cut all this and get this real nice, but that ain't going to take me long. You can see I've got some battle wounds. Oh, you should see my legs. I come out here last night. I come out here in the morning, I work about 3 hours, then I'm done. I think when you're not consuming carbs and only burning fat, the fat doesn't last as long as the carbs do. So I kind of run out of steam. I haven't been eating breakfast because of egg prices and stuff, but you kind of run out of steam quicker. That's got to be it, because I got to be in better shape than last year. But so I'll go sit down for a while, feed the dogs, come back out, work another couple hours, go back, sit down, come back out, work another hour. Right before, I was out here till dark last night. So let me get over here, turn you all around. So basically I've gained all of this here, all of this. That is a good chunk of land, and I do still want to get me like a 14 by 40, 14 by 48 building, and this would be the perfect place to put it. Primarily right in here, how flat it is. Won't have to do much prep work, but got to get some trees trimmed up and get them out of here. When we get around to the other side, we'll look at it again. But yeah, and I think tomorrow, I think I'm ready now to put a T-post in here and put one in. You can see this tree. I think we go right behind that tree. That tree is just on my land. If y'all can't see that arrow, that stake down there, I'll put an arrow to it. It's flapping in the wind. So this is where the fence is going to go, and it corresponds with that fence over there with the angle. That's just how the property's shaped. And so I'll run a T-post here, one down there. I've got, I think I got 1,000 feet of this twine, orange twine, and I'll run from there to there, and then I'll be able to mark where my fence posts are going to go. This will be the first section of fence. I have decided I'm going with the wooden posts. We'll get over there in a second. Those wooden posts and just the rolls of welded wire like I have around the dog's yard. It is a whole lot cheaper that way, and you know, it's still going to do the job. I'll make it look nice with the wooden post. It makes it look a lot better. So let's go over here. Get over there. All right, kind of wearing a trail through here. A beautiful day. The weather, oh, the weather has been beautiful. We got some nasty stuff coming Tuesday, I guess. This tree is barely, yeah, the fence will go right in front of this tree for the back. There's the T-post, so where we are right now is going to go right through there. So those batch of trees there got to come out. There's too many of them. Too many of them clustered up. Trees don't do well when they're all clustered up like that. And same in here. That one's dead, that one's dead, that's coming down. I'm probably going to take that pine for sure down. Pines are a pain in the butt. And I'm probably going to take 2 of those down, the shorter ones next to that one, and that stump. And so all this is going to be cleared out good. And I'm actually going to thin it out a little more in here. I haven't decided yet which trees need to come down, but there's a pine in there I'm considering taking down. I don't know yet. And I talked to Russell this morning. For those of you that don't know, you've probably seen him on Drew's channel. He helps everybody out around here. Really nice guy. But he took out my 4 monster trees. Yeah, 4 of them. 4 monster trees that were over there a couple of years ago. You can go back in the videos and see that, but they were right in front of the house. So now we're going to take that one down, and that one down. I'm getting rid of every pine tree in the front yard. Pine trees are dangerous. I don't want to be here if I'm 75 years old and have to deal with those if they fall. So get rid of them now. Once they're all gone, I might keep 1 or 2. I don't know, 1 or 2 maybe. Actually, that one there would probably be a good one to keep. It's nice and healthy, but those others, you know, that's a younger one there with the birdhouse on it. And probably that old curved one, and then that one. And I think it might look good with the rest of them. None of them are in, you know, within threat of hitting the house. But like I said, I don't want to be 80 years old, have them things fall down in a storm and have to deal with that. All right. What was I going to show you over here? Oh yeah, the post. All right, I'll wait till we're over there. All right. And I haven't been back over here. I did come over here for a little bit and kind of started stacking up a pile. I'm going to burn a pile right there. Probably bring it out to the stump. I bet I could kick that stump over right there. It's probably been... Nope, it's solid. Sometimes you can. Cedars, not so much. So I haven't been back here too much. Now this, I'll never be able to mow in here. So I basically want to clear this so I can get a fence up and hopefully keep it down, you know. This, what I cut down here before was 11 years worth of growth. So if I stay on it, you know, it isn't going to be bad. And this will look good once it's all cleared up. And I got to move that tire again. So anyway, chickens are out. They ain't give me no eggs for the last 2 days. I've been getting 2 every day, and then they just, that's it. They ain't going to give you no more. So I'm going to use these posts over here. I'm going to use them. I'm fencing the entire property in, but it's going to take a while. I think there's 16 of them here. That's more than enough to do that side. I do got another, I think I do got a roll of that welded wire. I'll show you what I'm using. Yes, Waddles? Complaints? What seems to be the issue? Usually I can get him to talk. Do the Scooby laugh. Yep. There he went. He's gonna purr. Okay, we'll leave you alone. Fence. Yes. I do got a roll. This is what I'm going to use right here. 4 foot high, 2x4 welded wire fence. That'll do the trick. Yeah. And then I gotta get all this stuff out of the way so I can get the mower out. I'm glad I looked, because I gotta look at the size of those wheels. I gotta order. It's cheaper and easier just to buy the whole wheel. You can get them off 2 wheels. It comes with the rim and the tire for 60 bucks. I think if I go to Harbor Freight, they're even cheaper. So I may go there Monday, I don't know. But remember when if you watch the video, when I pulled this in, the wheel, the tire came off the rim. So I'm just gonna go buy a couple of new ones, because I think that one had a slow leak. I don't remember. But I'll get this out here before I change the blades. I change the blades every spring. You have to here. You hit too many rocks and everything else. But I'll use the old blades to mulch up over there, places that I've cleared, hopefully without breaking anything. But man, I'm always, this time of year, the shed is full. What do you do? What do you do? All right, well, that is the update. We'll leave you right here. I'm not filming any of this cleanup. It's boring, tedious work, and it's just not worth filming. But I thought I'd give you an update where I'm at with it. I have been out here every single day. Wednesday I went to Fort Smith, but I still worked. When I got back, I went there early enough, so. But we're going to stay at it, and I'll probably get you another video in a few days. Happy trails.